Good evening, good people. Welcome, everybody. It's Rusty Money here on PlayStation Network and RustyMoney Gaming on YouTube. We are here on Calm Lands by erShaba for Farming Simulator 22 here on PlayStation 5. So welcome in, everybody. How are we doing? Thanks for just trying to get situated, trying to bring you a face cam live for once. Okay, let's get this here. Let's see if we are... Okay, there we go. Welcome in, Ross, David, Brennan Gaming, Dirt and Veins, Northern Farm Sim. He can't get away from Calmlands. That's about true, Northern Farm Sim. That is about true. How about yourself? I don't know, just having a lot of fun on this map. How about that? We'll wait here just a minute or two, see who else we get in here, but we've done a couple of things off camera that I recorded, and I didn't like it. I didn't like how I recorded because I did a lot of talking and then I paused, and I didn't like that. So that's why we decided to go live. So I'll just tell you what we done. So when we ended the last live stream, we had 20,000 and like $10, something like that. Well, we done a couple of things because we had talked about it in the live stream, and we sold the other buggy, installed this buggy, and purchased it. And we had enough money to do that. We then bought some lime, which I'll show you, and we had enough money to do that as well. And the reason that we had enough money to do that, everybody, is because of this up here, which we will reveal to you. So I'm going to give a little bit of a couple of special shout outs here at the beginning. One of them to Farmer Mike, because that was the first person that I caught it, and I'll show you what I mean. And then the second one to my friend Looney the Farm Guy for the great mod review videos he makes. And so, you know, we had that 100 horsepower Dutz tractor that cost like 40,000. Well, there's this other Dutz tractor that I know somebody else, I think, mentioned it in a live stream chat, maybe in the last live stream or 2 live streams ago. And it's a cheap Dutz, but I never installed the mod when it came out for one reason, and one reason only. That is because it didn't have a front loader. I'm really big on installing tractors that have front loaders. If they don't have a front loader, it's probably a good 80% chance I won't install the mod. If it's got a front loader, then it's probably about a 95% chance that I will install the mod. And so this particular Dutz tractor that I'm referring to had an update that I totally just, you know, went like this, way over my head, just blew right on by. And one of the parts of the update was a front loader. And Farmer Mike just happened to start with that tractor. So I sold my $40,000 little 100 horsepower Dutz and made a bit of money, actually, because, you know, it was a pretty decent purchase. And we bought this cheapest chips Dutz plus we got an extra 43 horsepower, and it's got the capability of a front loader. So thanks to Farmer Mike for showing off his starting tractor a little bit further, and me seeing that this tractor actually has a front loader. So then I had to go watch my Looney the Farm Guy friend and watch his review of this tractor and the update to it. And yeah. So we own this tractor now, and we have $15,428. Well, we also it's February and it's snowing, and you know, I'm getting cold. I'm getting really cold harvesting these potatoes, and so it was only $2,000 or $2,500. We put a cab on it, so now we can at least maintain some heat on the inside. So anyway, welcome in Brandon Morath. I'm not familiar with you in my live streams, so welcome, my friend. Unless that's somebody else that has changed their name that I'm not aware of. Sorry for taking my head out of the camera, but I'm looking at my laptop there. A full-speed freight train stops faster than that buggy. Scorpion's Edge, welcome. Jacksarge Farming, welcome. GamingJoy, welcome. Susanna, welcome. Rabid Rob, welcome. Blew right on by like a donut hit by a hockey stick. That's about true, Scorpion. That's an awesome starting tractor. It is, GamingJoy. I'm finishing up my episode 4. Only one more clip to record. Okay, so we have lime too, and I bought another 8 bags of lime that are still down here on my trailer. So since we have our multi-fruit silo, we can put that lime in that silo there. Now I could get a buy point, everybody, and I think I mentioned it in one of my recorded episodes for this series, but I'm just trying to play it a little bit different instead of having a buy point on the farm all the time. So eventually we'll probably get one, but we need to really get back to doing some of these potatoes. Seeing if we can get these potatoes done. And this little Dootsfar tractor that we started with, this thing's already got 31 and a half hours on it. But we finally just got a second tractor. So, yeah. We don't got a lot of potatoes left. I might put a worker on this so then we can go fertilize a field or do something and not bore you with, you know, harvesting potatoes. But thankfully we don't got too many left. Don't want to miss any either. But this little Dootsfar has been a great starting tractor. I really like it. So I could have sold it and then kept the 100 horsepower tractor, but I really think that this little 82 horsepower tractor is better than that 100 horsepower one. So that's why I kept it and sold the other one. So now we got $15,428. We are going to move into the next month, I think, try and get out of this snow flurries. We own another piece of property, which is kind of part of that property right there with all those trees. Farmin' Sins, welcome, my friend. How are you doing? Thanks for stopping by the live stream. Travis Gaming, welcome back, my friend. It's been a minute or two. Great to see you back in the Barnhouse chat. Hey, I love that, man, Travis Gaming. I love that picture, profile picture. Thank you, my friend. That's an awesome profile picture you got there, buddy. I can just barely see it, but I think I kind of know what it represents. Smash them buttons and ring that bell, 'cause it's free, folks. Thanks, Farming Sins. Yeah. Smash that button, ring that bell. Hey, we don't got a whole lot of potatoes left, everybody, and we can finally move on. So it shouldn't take very long to finish this little bit here. I worked on this a lot yesterday until Mrs. Money got home. 14 awesome people in the Barnhouse chat where the coffee's hot, the donuts are delicious. Don't forget to just sit back, grab yourself a beverage and a delicious donut from the platter in the Barnhouse, and you know, watch us play Farming Simulator, talk about Farming Simulator, talk about food, talk about football, talk about whatever you want to talk about. Don't forget, you always can ask me lots of questions too, you know. Anything, I'm willing to chat. Ken, welcome, my friend. How are you doing, Ken? Thanks for stopping by the live stream. I'm gonna have to take my school pullover shirt off, probably. It's kind of warm. I'm kind of warm after eating supper. I cooked supper today, everybody. And my wife helped put the taste to the meat, but I made my mom's special sloppy joes. My mom makes sloppy joes with chicken gumbo soup. Oh, it's really good. And then, of course, you know, ketchup, mustard. But then I made her baked homemade mac and cheese. Oh, yeah, it didn't turn out the way she makes it, but it was still good. Alright, we better unload here. Tommy, welcome in, my friend. How are you doing? Drinking a Dr. Pepper could go for a donut. Hey, I got one here too. I do. My favorite, strawberries and cream. I like cherry Dr. Pepper too, but I really like this strawberries and cream one. Just got back from work. Well, sweet. Great timing, Tommy. Flip on the old FS and watch us play while you play. Cheers, Rusty. Yeah. Cheers, buddy. Okay. We need to get this little field done here. Whoa, I didn't want to dump. There we go. I was trying to zoom the camera out a little bit so it wasn't just right at the rear of the trailing harvester that you had to watch. Barman life is hard. Barman life. Oh, Tommy, that makes me laugh about something. Not about barman, but it just sounds really similar. So, if y'all haven't watched the second episode of our friend Jacksarge Farming's version of the 200 horsepower challenge on Calm Lands, you need to go see what he's gonna do with the 200 horsepower challenge now. I laughed the entire time that he was doing his little intro in his second episode. Oh my goodness, what a let's just say Lord of the Beans. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to see the Lord of the Beans. Oh, it was great. It's that's what's really interesting about this challenge, everybody, is everybody's doing something different. How many plots do you now own on Calm Lands? Can we own this here? Let's take a look. this is what we own. So we own our starting plot here, 33. And then we own plot 26 is what we just bought. We bought it for 170K. We actually paid more than what it's worth. And then we bought 46 down here also. 46 is the plot I bought second, and then this is the one that we bought the most recent, 26. And then Calmlands Bank owns number 7 up there. As I am playing this via multiplayer, everybody, to give me the very first time ever in any of my content a way to have free landscaping on console. So I just transfer money back and forth, not giving myself any extra money, just money for landscaping, and then reduce my money back to where it was. So we're sitting really good, actually. We got a lot to do. 18 awesome people checking out the live stream. When you push X, I have 18, 28, 29, 30 so far. Home base on 30. Okay, let's take a look, because I know you play off. So when you hit L3 for me, so you're over here? Is that where you're at, over here on 18, which transitions to 30? Cheating with full disclosure, laugh out loud. Today I buy a John Deere 7R series, but it sucks. Yep, that's me. Cool. Cool, that's a good little area there, Ken. So you have 30, 18, 28, 29. So there's 28. Where's 29? Well, I bet it's supposed to be 18, 19. Krustoo, welcome, my friend. There's the creator of the challenge, everybody. Thanks for stopping by the live stream. 19 next up, saving. Oh, okay, cool. That's cool. Holy Ken, you've got a lot of property. Good job. Yeah, right? People do have a lot of property, you know. The only reason I got an extra plot of property, or extra plot of land, is because I did pick up a few more collectibles. Because I also wanted to get another tractor too, was the other reason. So have a good stream. I'm just about to hit record here, and if you're still on in a few hours, I'll be back. Oh, I'm sure we'll be here for a little while, Northern Farm Simp. So you're welcome to come back whenever it works, my friend. I don't anticipate, you know, you all... I know. I'm watching everybody's content on this. I got some catching up to do with Mrs. Sim Gamer. I'm on her second episode. And then I need to catch up with CS Benji. I'm like on episode 9, I think. And I can't remember who else. I think everybody else I'm caught up with. I thought about buying property with bank, plowing in fields, and sell them to create more contract fields. Hey, that's not a bad idea, Dirt and Veins. Jeff Afar, welcome. And Ronnie with the old $2 tip again, everybody. Appreciate that, my friend. We better give you the little plug here. Thank you, Ronnie. Don't forget to drop Ronnie some coffee and donuts in the chat, everybody, for leaving the $2 tip to the channel. 18 awesome people checking out the live stream. Thank you all very much. Leroy is joining the challenge. Leroy. Oh, that's the one that joined my Discord, I think, today, Krustoo. Does he make content on YouTube? Because if so, I want to watch. Krustoo, that's 2 more joining. Did you do start the microwave? Oh, yes, he does. Has good content. Okay, all right. So, what's his YouTube channel name? Krustoo. Friend of Miss Sim Gamer, I believe. Dust Bunny, welcome in. Man, it is awesome to see so many people doing this challenge. Hey, look at there, everybody. The bird has landed. The bird has landed, everybody. For those that don't know, our good friend Silver Eagle of the Shanty Boys just jumped in the Barnhouse chat. Well, I should say landed in the Barnhouse chat. Silver Eagle is the creator of Split Mountain Ranch by the Shanty Boys, everybody. So you got to thank Mr. Silver Eagle there for bringing that to all platforms. We spent a lot of time on Split Mountain Ranch with my breakfast challenge. Mama Bear, welcome in, Mama Bear. How are you doing? We get somebody. Ken says, so I recently got the swather for grass work, but I just saw that it can be used to cut down crops and then pick up with the combine with an odd header. Not sure what that's all about. Anyone? I think you can only do most of that, Ken, on certain maps. GamingJoy would have the correct answers for that, but I think it's more of a PC thing. I'm doing pretty good. Oh, I think I forgot to kick this out. Yeah, there we go. Kick it out to the left a little bit. That might help me. We almost got the old potato field done, and I think we're going to sell the potatoes, everybody, because I looked and they sell the best in February. So we're going to sell all my potatoes, or we'll sell an even amount for my tipper trailers and we'll save what's left maybe for a production. I think it may have been GamingJoy. The video I saw it on. Okay, Ken. One row at a time? Yeah, kind of, Jeff. Kind of, but we're almost done finally. We started this the other day. Yesterday. So it won't take too much longer. And we can see how many potatoes we got off this field. It's a pretty decent sized field, actually. So if you take a look there, it is a pretty decent sized potato field for small equipment. Feel free to reach out over Discord. I'm happy to explain and show it. Ah, cool, GamingJoy. Yeah, look at there. GamingJoy helping out, everybody. He's awesome. I know he's helped Northern Farm Sim with a couple of things. Hey, Zorch Farming. Lots of taters. Evening, everyone. Good evening, Zorch. How are you doing, buddy? Thanks for stopping by. Sorry, I'm not a Discord guy. Oh, yeah, sorry. I forgot about that, Ken. Ken, I think GamingJoy might have email if you're willing to email him. I think he has maybe done that before. We'll let him put that in the chat. Living the dream. Sweet. That's good to hear, my friend. We're just finishing up the old tater field here on Calm Lands on my Hillside Farms. My plateau farm build. It's going to be really nice to see what we all ended up with for potatoes here. See, now we're getting lucky and we're getting 2 rows of potatoes there instead of just 1. So we are 24 farmers here. Yeah, right, Tommy? That's pretty cool, huh? Oh, yeah. Well, we got 1 row this time, but that's okay. We're just about done with it now, finally. We can have a tater party. Me and that potato harvester had a fight today on the white farm. Oh, you did, Krustoo? Is it in your recorded stuff? I kind of like it. I wish it held maybe like 2,000 more liters. But don't we always wish for something? You know, on a capacity mod. Oh man, it'd sure be nice if it held an extra 5 to 10,000. It only holds 2,000, so it would be really nice if it would hold a little bit more. Potatoes. One of my missions was a large potato field today. Weird, I rarely do it, but way better than sugarcane. John Brock, welcome, my friend. How are you doing? Yep, Wednesday episode actually had more to do with workers than me. Yeah, I could see that being a problem. The other thing I don't like is the turning around with it, because you kind of... It needs a little bit longer of a drawbar arm there, so you can have a little bit more room to turn around, maybe. Seems like you can't take a very tight turn. Sugarcane is fun. Don't tempt me, Ronnie. I've thought about doing it here, actually, because there is some ways we could do it. It's just a matter of if I want to torture myself. Oh, we're full again. And then we just got a little bit left of potatoes. How about that? Just a little bit left. And we'll go dump them all in, and we'll see how much we got. And then we'll go sell them. So, my next focus on this series would probably be, I'd like to upgrade a mower. I think I've done enough mowing with my small little mower that I want something bigger, even if I've used it before. Mr. Rusty, are the little sheds you are using a pack? Which ones? Like these 2 right here? Dust Bunny? These 2 actually are a pack. They come with actually a piece that goes in the middle, and you can lay them out any way you want, but I'll just show you which one. I'll show you what it's called, or tell you what it's called, because sometimes it's hard to see what it's called when you're watching the screen too because it's so small. It is, let's see, did I go buy it? It's not those. It is called wooden shelters. Wooden shelters. So you can get this one. This one here goes with these other two. And the idea is this one here would go, for instance, right here. And then you'd put the other shed on the other side of this. Wooden shelters. Mr. Rusty, okay, I read that one. Do you know if the swather is all good for crops on Blackwater Bottoms map? Sending that to GamingJoy. Okay. Not sure. I can check later. If you think about it, thanks. Think that I have that mod. Those were the sheds. Thank you, sir. You're welcome, Dust Bunny. Now, I did install the new old building pack that just came out not, what, a week or so ago. And I think it is called, it's right next to these. It's called Wooden Shed Pack. Wooden Sheds Pack is the most recent one that came to the mod hub that I installed. It's got this shed. It's also got this shed plus this corner shed. And they're cheap. And then you got this one. So it's got, what, 4 different sheds in the pack. I like old stuff, though. That's, you know, if I was to wish for anything for the next FS game, whatever it's going to be, whether it'll be FS25 or whatever it's going to be, what I really wish for is I wish Giants would take what I guess I would call a little bit of a risk, because I think that's why they don't do it. And put one of their default maps as kind of like a, how do I want to best describe it? Like an old farmstead or an old homestead kind of map. Kind of like, you know, I'm just using this as a reference, but kind of like the old Little House on the Prairie old TV show kind of feel, if you will. And then bring us more vintage, classic style, small equipment farming. That is the one wish I would have, if anything at all. But that's just me, because that's the type of gameplay I like. Charles, welcome in, my friend. I would wish that Giants would learn how to make a map, period. Scorpion. Vintage all day, right, Zorch? I agree. Now, I'm just gonna see here. I think we got pretty much all the potatoes out of this field. Sometimes you can find little spots where the harvester missed. So just kind of checking out the field here a little bit. Scoping it out. Ooh, there's one right there. We'll show you, everybody. You gotta have the eye for it. But there's a potato right there. You see those little leaves sticking out of the ground? Through the Decades mod as starting gameplay would be fun. Ooh, that'd be kind of cool, Dirt and Veins. I love the history of farming. I'd love to see steam-powered equipment that you have to fill the water tank and fill the coal box. That would be cool, Morath. That would be cool. Actually, you know, there is a farmer here where I live that farms with old equipment yet. He farms with an old corn picker, actually. He doesn't have any really updated equipment at all. Still corn picks with an old corn picker. And then they put it all in corn wire caged corn silos, corn cob silos. And then when it becomes season, then they shell all the corn cobs. They get a group of area neighbors to help them do it. But he farms that way every year. Still a farming, supporting his family that way. All right, now let's go put this out of the way here. I did a big test for the 200 horsepower Calmlands map. The Dutes M650 was the winner. But what shocked me was the biggest loser. The Lizard 6205 Turbo is a fast tractor and lousy puller. Can't go uphill, really. The Dutes 650. So is that a modded one? Where am I going to put this? I'll just put it over here for right now. I need to figure out my sheds and what I want to put, where I want to put stuff yet. So we're going to put this right here, tuck it beside the silo. Fermenting silo for now, just out of the way. Alright, let's go put this tractor here in the shed. And we'll go check out our potato situation. And see how many we got now. Alright. So here's another 10,214 liters. The Dutes M650. I'm not sure what tractor mod or tractor that is. Is that Dutes gets 22.5 full trailer uphill in 35.8 seconds. The 6205 took 116.2 seconds. Was painful. Hey, my Dutes, my little Dutes took a little bit to get up the hill too. Now the biggest thing for this this 143 horsepower one is it just takes forever for them to start shifting. Wow, 35.87 for the Dutes. Typo. Oh, okay. No problem. Let's dump. I want to dump them all in, and then we'll see what our total is. Oh, I also had another one of those moments in the live stream, everybody, as we have this mysterious sell point. Well, it's not mysterious. I had one of those light bulb moments and figured out why we couldn't see anything. It might have something to do with this, as to why we couldn't see anything. And probably somebody put it in the chat and didn't tell me, but it's this thing called interactive zone markers. See? Then things appear. If we shut it off, they're not there. Oh, I felt pretty lousy once I figured that out. Let's go back around this, because I I want to load. Right, Krustoo? I thought there was something wrong with my firewood production cell point, but there's nothing wrong with it. Alright, let's see what we got for potatoes off that little field. So, we got... Oh, wow. Okay. Maybe we won't do that again. I was hoping we'd get like 80,000. We got 41,014 liters. Nut behind the terminal thing. Yeah, right? 41,014 liters. But you know what? We didn't roll the field either. There was something wrong with the one holding the controller. Or console as it may be. Okay, well, it's time to just sell those things. Oh my goodness, that's painful. All those hours of work and we only got 41,000 liters. Let's go sell these. We'll show you how much they're selling for. So, they are selling for $395 at the forage sell point. And they sell the highest in February, $384. And we're selling for $395, so we better go sell them. I've got 1 million liters of potatoes sitting in storage. Yeah, but you're probably using that, oh, my favorite harvester pack. Everybody's favorite harvester pack, probably. Oh, I can't think of the name of it now. Yep. The Colossus. There we go. The Colossus pack. You're probably using the Colossus pack. That's not fair. No, just giving you a hard time. Using the Thor Harvester pack, right? Have a good night, everyone. Hey, Silver Eagle from the Shanty Boys. We'll see you later, my friend. The creator of Split Mountain Ranch, for anybody else new watching, is leaving the barn house. Alright, our forage sell point is down here. So see, look, no sell point there, but let's have the aha moment. There it is. I still have not loaded the Gleaner Combine. Well, I tell you what, that Gleaner Combine that my friend Bruce's Gaming's using on here, that looks pretty cool. I wish I had that on console. I also wish I had that Oliver tractor he's using. Oh wow, I can sell clear back there. Hey, we got 9,000. That's alright. We'll take that. That Oliver tractor sounds like a mean... It does, Death Bunny, don't it? It does. I do agree. I do have the Gleaner. It works well. Have not loaded the Colossus pack. Looks a leap too far. Ooh, it's a leap too far for this thing. Or for this series anyway, Ken. Now the harvester I didn't look at that I just thought of yesterday. But the only reason I don't have that mod on is because it's tempting to get the tankers and the other items in the pack that have good capacity, even though there's both options. But the other harvester that I wondered about whether or not what the horsepower was is like Omatana's harvester. If her default harvester is 200 or less. But I wasn't sure without activating it or going to the mod hub and reading. Sometimes you got to actually install the mod and check it out, because sometimes they put the maximum on the description and they don't list the minimum. You know, 18,000 left to sell, so we'll sell all this then. And then I think we'll go ahead into March. We'll get that grass field cut in March. Instead of cutting it here in the cold weather. $20 awesome people watching the live stream. We had a 70 silver miss, Dust Bunny. It's set at 310. Really, Charles? That's the minimum? I thought it was lower than that. Wow, okay. Never mind. That's out of our area of horsepower. That's alright. I like my Claws harvester that I chose. It's doing just fine. My old Gen Pack Claws harvester. Alright, we'll sell these. You can't adjust the engine. Oh, yeah, okay. Makes sense. We get both of these to empty. Whoa. Another 7,195 liters. All right. 31,000 there. We're up to. All right, let's go back to the farm, and I think we'll take some good in-game rest and move to March. Besides that, I want to see what's in used sales in the next day. I think there's about 2 things in used sales finally that I would maybe purchase, but I'm just kind of waiting. We'll look at those once we get up here. I'll show you what's in used sales. I just never can seem to get anything to show up in used sales, and finally we did, but I don't know if I'm going to purchase some. Seems like in anything I've ever done with FS22, just don't get very lucky with used sales on console. So I thought that was the other reason I thought I'd do this in multiplayer mode, was hoping maybe multiplayer mode would give me a better option for used sales. We'll need to get another shed or two here on the farm too at some point. Let's just put this over here for right now. hop out of the old tractor. And we'll go get some rest. Before we do that, we'll look at the newspaper here. Let's see what we got. Used sales. Here's what we got. Mobile ramp, AD7000, SP4000, Air 300F Alp, pickup chassis. The funny thing about this pickup chassis is we just sold it. And it's in used sales. We just sold it in the last live stream. Okay, but the two things I would maybe get is this thing right here. I love this mod. I just recently installed it in my Campaign of France series, Saving France. This is a pretty handy little thing, this mobile ramp. And it's only $5,980. And then we have this lizard fertilizer spreader. One of my favorite, or I should say most used fertilizer spreaders is right here. Come on, I get nice stuff. I only when I can't use it. Yeah, only when I can't. Yeah, that's about true. I get a used Axion 960 for 131K, 55% off, 325 horsepower on my 200 horsepower max. Yeah, right? Yeah. All right. Well, let's get some sleep here. Let's put down the old bed and take a nap. We'll go to 9 o'clock in the morning. And see what we get in there. Lurk. Okay, Ken, no problem. Alright, let's put the bed back now. Come on. There we go. Okay, Rusty. Have a good night. Alright, Ronnie, we'll see you later, my friend. Oh, I don't know if there'll be anything in there yet, but let's look here. Oh, still nothing really good. I would maybe consider this, but we don't have the truck for it. This would be a different way to fertilize that I never do usually. Haven't really done spray fertilization since I did the Bake a Cake challenge on Calmsden Farm a long while ago after that map was released. You're welcome, Ronnie. Alright, well, nothing good in there as usual. I may have bought a new JCB fast track. There actually is one, and I think there's even one on the Mod Hub too that's like 200 horsepower or less. I thought about installing it, but yeah, I just hadn't done so. Okay, we need to spray some fertilizer, or spread fertilizer first. Let's do that. Quick. Get some fertilizer on our fields. Here. Yep, that's the feller. Our coffee pods, look at our coffee pods there, everybody. Perfect for the barn house chat. Never used this mod either, so another new production mod I've never used, along with my firewood production point right there in red. that red framing. So it's doing well. We should probably check on those things. Lord of the Paws. Oh, yeah, right? Oh, man, Jack, you made me laugh so hard. Oh, my goodness. Still makes me laugh. Let's fertilize this potato field here. Great imagination, Jack. With your new version of the 200 horsepower challenge. I shouldn't say new version because you didn't like restart, but your avenue you're gonna take us on. Krustoo, did you watch Lord of the Beans yet? Hey, there's some potatoes we missed. Why did they show up now? Look at that. There's a nice row of potatoes we missed. There's probably more potatoes right here too, if you can see that discolored line there. We could go pick them up, but I'm not going to worry about it because we ain't going to get much for them. Just a slight diversion. I picked up that Dutes you got rid of this morning. Have it hooked to a silo auger. Alright, there, Jeff. It's alright. We'll get them next time. Get this fertilizer spread here. We'll need to get some spread on that oat field too that we just harvested. We might have to start considering rolling the fields and all that now, everybody, just to get a little bit better yield than 41,000 liters. Needs plowing. Pots are so awkward to harvest. Potatoes, you mean? Is that what you're referring to, Jeff? JCB Fast Track, 150, 200 horsepower even. Really, Scorpion? Yeah, I might have to go back there and install that. Bandit Farms, welcome, my friend. How are you doing, buddy? Rolling only gives 2.5%. Yeah, that is true, Dust Bunny. It's not like we're really trying to pinch pennies. I'm alright, Bandit. I'm alright. How about yourself? Doing well? Okay. Here we go. I do get hung up too, kind of like who was it I was watching today? Came looking for ideas on my under 200 horsepower. Well, there's a lot of ideas here. You just gotta watch everybody that's doing the challenge. There's so many people doing it now. What is the max speed of those JCBs, Scorpion? I think they go the same as the other ones, Ken. Was it like 34 or something? Might even be 43. I want to say, is that the one that's, well, I might get it wrong, so I would better not say. I was gonna say maybe it was the one that I'm thinking of. Isn't it by 34? I was right. Cool. Second Chance Ranch. Welcome, my friend. Every time I turn around to find another creator doing Bandit, there's another one today that joined my Discord that's doing it. That I believe Krustoo said's a friend of Miss Sim Gamer. It's called Leroy, I believe. You guys get a cool set, a cool trend, yeah, right? Krusty sure did it. Great idea. And then when GamingJoy released his first episode, things went crazy. Because GamingJoy's first episode, I haven't looked lately, but like hit 1,000 views, I believe. In like no time at all. I don't know what it's up to now, his first episode, but he also, GamingJoy's first episode was a bit unique if you haven't seen it. I love how he's doing that, like, third person, if you will, kind of recording. Maybe not even third person's the way to think of it. More like a drone recording. The Josh Cam, yeah, the Josh Cam, right. I couldn't think of the short term he used. GamingJoy's premiere, stay calm, yeah, stay calm, that's right. It did really good. I think this challenge has helped out everybody though, really, when we really talk about it. It's helped out a lot of the content creators doing the challenge. Our friend Grant, welcome in, my friend. How are you doing, Grant? Thanks for stopping by the live stream. He's up over 2,500 views now. Wow. Too bad you can't use this Alice Chalmers 7000 series tractor I have. Oh, I can use it. I just don't got it yet. Yeah, great traffic, and it's ton of fun. I can't see the word because it's behind the heart on my YouTube chat. Oh shoot, went the wrong way there. Turn back around. Yeah, 2,500 views, which is the highest of any video I've done. Also getting like 5 to 10 subs a day since that first. Yeah, it's been great, Josh. I'm doing good. Hope everyone is doing good. Alright, we got those two fertilized now. Now what is that one showing us for what it needs done? Needs rolling. I'll be using the JCB 3200 and maybe a JCB 4220 at some point. Oh, I don't know if I'll use JCBs. I don't want to be one of a one of 10, or I shouldn't say one of 10, like 5 of 10 people using the same thing. We'll be kind of my thought process actually is I'm going to challenge myself to keep this tractor right here because I want to see how many hours we can get on it. So, since it was my starting tractor, I think I'm going to make myself keep it. Kind of like the tractor that your grandpa's started with, everybody. A lot of them still have their first tractor or have found that tractor and restored it. So I think that's what I'm going to kind of do anyway, but I won't get much for selling that tractor if I do. Alright, I want to check out this production point here and see how it's doing. See if it needs any more water. Okay. Oh yeah. I have 3,200 just because it's fast for going to sell point. Right? So I forgot, everybody, to tell you also, we ended up getting 141,158 liters of straw off that oat field. So I hadn't activated it yet because I wanted to show you all what we got. So let's go ahead and activate it. I should have remembered to do that. Then we would have had silage already to sell. We got a little bit of firewood there, but not enough to make a pallet yet. Coffee pods, we still are producing. And we still got quite a bit of water in there. Okay. There's a harvesting contract for red beet. I'm not going to do that because I don't own the equipment. That's just what I'm going to approach this as. Because some of those tractors are over the horsepower limit, so I'm not going to do it unless I own the equipment. And then, let's see, our cows. Cows are at 50% reproduction. We got 6,000 liters of milk. That's approaching being full of milk. Okay, that's what we got going on then. So we could start harvesting this grass field and preparing these fields too. I do want to get a different plow. I'm also tired of my little plow already. So we're gonna get rid of that. We're gonna get a different mower. Where's my mower at? My mower's up here, I think. Yeah, okay, so there's my mower. I've done enough mowing with that little RDMR 300. We've done enough plowing with this little thing. I think we're gonna upgrade that eventually too. Grant, you need to turn off the real mower mod. I had the same issue. Quick question about Calmlands map. Has anyone else had a problem with cutting grass, etc.? Cuts, no swath, no regrow. If so, what is the fix? Oh, so that's what that was all about. That I was telling everybody in Discord that the grass wouldn't grow back, and then we all discovered it was growing back. So there's a conflict. Okay, I see. Okay, everybody, give me just a couple of minutes here, and I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. Now, I've never done this. We'll see how this goes, everybody. But I know that there's quite a few in here that probably would like to see this happen. So, let's get down here. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Come here. How about this, everybody? Farm Dog Murphy, say hello to everybody, huh? Farm Dog Murphy, say hello. Huh? Wave at everybody. What that, huh? There's Farm Dog Murphy that everybody has never seen. Anyway, alright, so let's get back to business here. We are going to upgrade the mower first off. So let's go ahead and go down here and get our bigger tractor. And let's go get a different mower. Farm Dog, hi Murphy. I have a Beagle. You have a Beagle? Alright, let's, yeah, we could detach that. Let's detach this one. Farm Dog Murphy for Secretary of Treasurer. That's a good one, Benji. Come here, buddy. Come here. Farm Dog Murphy for Barnhouse President. There, now if Chad's lurking, he'll see that later. Alright, let's get a different mower. Go get a different mower. I used Lizard Cutting Bar mods as starting mower. 7,400 for starting mower only. It needs 40 horsepower. Yeah. I'm just tired of the little mower. I love this little mower, but I want to get mowing done a little quicker. Even if I just had an extra 1 or 2 meter width, I'd be happy. But we might get those. I've never really used those very much. Woo, finally made it. Hey, Towboat Fish, my friend, welcome. How you doing, buddy? That mower is 7 meter. 7 meter wonder. Did you miss Farm Dog Murphy, Towboat? You probably did miss Farm Dog Murphy. You'll have to go back and watch. He's not very up to being held most times. Probably because I don't usually hold him very much. He's usually hanging out with the kids most of the time. Let's get a different mower. Now also, after I hit the old live button, I thought to myself, there was another mod I was going to install before I went live to use as a mower, but I would need to save a little more money before we were even able to get it. That I've never used. It would be another small mower, but it would actually be a mower. instead of an attachment. Okay, let's repair this for 16 and repaint it for 420. Yeah, new tractor towboat. You're right, you caught on. We will sell this for 1,828. So towboat, it's all because of Farmer Mike, really. And then I remembered, I think somebody commented about this tractor in a live stream, and I just overlooked it. Because I thought this tractor, well, I was pretty sure this tractor didn't have a front loader. Well, so this tractor came out in the mod hub a while ago, and it didn't have a front loader when it first came out. And then it had an update. And that update just kind of went right over my head, flew right on by. I missed it. Well, Farmer Mike started with this tractor and reviewed it a little bit when he was purchasing it. And I noticed it had a front loader, so I had to go watch Lindy the Farm Guy's video on it, on the update, and sure enough, it did have a front loader. So I installed it because I sold my little 100 horsepower Dutes for like 48 or 52,000, something like that, with all the customizations I did. And I bought this one for way less money and got more horsepower. So I actually made money on the deal. But then I bought my new buggy too, so I lost a little bit of money. But yeah, so let's get a mower. We don't got the front loader for it, but we got the customization to have a front loader. So let's look at mowers. And I might still get that other mower eventually because I want to use it. But there's an old Fort Trip mower that I love the sound of that's in the mod hub for all platforms. It's like my little John Deere mower, which I usually get, which is right here. It's kind of like this one, but it's a Fortrit. I thought about installing it and using it here because I really kind of like my old style farm, kind of. Yeah, right, GamingJoy, but I haven't installed it yet. I need to maybe think about that, but we might use it later. Well, we always get this swather, which I got to thinking today. I wonder what the horsepower of it was. And I see it's 190, so we're still under, we're still under that required amount, so we're okay there. But we're gonna get, I think, let's go to mowers now and the attachment side. Tool side. See what we all got here. I don't think I got too many mods for mowers. But you can see them all there. I got some really small ones. I really like this old thing, using it on the Campaign of France. It's a good little mower if you've never used it. This one's pretty good too, but the only problem with this one is it takes a little bit of power, and it only says 15, but it really can bog your tractor down. And then we got these other ones here. Whoops. This is the reliable one to go with. But I might actually go with these. I've never really used them that much in 22, so let's maybe consider this. Fent Old Green. Let's buy this. And then let's get this. Fent old green and buy this. Yeah, we're going to use those, I think. I always get that John Deere one all the time. I use that AGCO swather for mowing. Yeah, I do too. I didn't activate the swather for this challenge. Yeah, I thought about doing that same thing, Towboat. I also thought about buying the John Deere mower, the self-propelled one. But I think we're going to use these attachments for now. And this is going to be plenty wide, and then if I decide to use that portrait, we'll lose a little width by using it, but I really kind of want to use it because it's got a really cool sound to it. Oh wait, we're on the wrong side here. Wrong side. And it didn't cost us very much to get this either. Whoa, we had a close one there, Zorch, if you're still watching. Had to call out your name there for having that collision I saw earlier today. I was wondering if we'd even see Zorch. I thought maybe he'd be laid up after that hit he took today in Farming Simulator, leaving the store. Eric D. Eric D, how much have you watched lately, my friend? Because there's something we should show you, because I actually did it not only for myself, but for you as well. Maybe we should zoom in. How about that there? Can you read that there? Does that make sense to you? Thanks for the member chat, Eric. Appreciate that, my friend. Congrats on getting to the Super Bowl. Bummer on the game. Yeah, right? I've been a fan since I was a second grader. So, and I'm in my later 40s. I don't look like I'm in my later 40s, but I am. Married, got 4 kids. My youngest is a freshman in high school. Yeah, so I'm just going to try and mow the field instead of everything outside of it. Okay, we got that lowered. Let's get the rear lowered here. We can cut back here. I'm a Lions fan and got as far as I have ever seen. Late 50s. Hey, I was excited for your Lions too, even though I'm a Niners fan. Yeah, I've been a Niners fan. I can remember, well, I've seen a lot of jump. How's come my front one's not? Oh, I didn't activate it. There we go. Forgot, you gotta activate them both. I got to see a lot of Joe Montana and Jerry Rice, but I still remember getting the opportunity to see Roger Craig, Ronnie Lott, Tom Rathman. All those guys play on the 49ers. My dad was a big Montana fan. Yeah, my favorite player probably was, oh man, it's tough, but I'm really was a Jerry Rice fan probably. But then again, I can't go wrong with being from Nebraska. Gotta be a big Tom Rathman fan, as he's from Grand Island, which is just an hour and a half kind of southwest of me, where I live in Nebraska. Yeah, it was crazy. The nation jumped on the board for the Lions. I still think the Lions versus Brown. Oh, I agree, Ken. I've always been kind of an underdog guy too, so I've always had interest in the Browns as well. I can't argue that one bit. I like the Browns too. Let's raise that one there. Trying not to mow too much of the extra grass. I'll maybe mow that extra grass later and then change it to hay. Gotta lower my front again. Whoa, didn't mean to do that. I don't like that view. Sorry. I know some people like to occasionally see that kind of view, but not my kind of view of the game. Glad I'm not a big Cowboy fan, laugh out loud. Live in the same city as the stadium. He loved Rice too. We both did. His son is entering the NFL draft this year. Be cool if the Niners. Oh, that'd be cool, Eric. That would be cool. I kind of forgot that his son would be getting up to that age now. Yeah, that would be kind of cool. I wonder if they will even do that. That'd be awesome if they did. The world goes in cycles. Back in the 50s, Detroit and Cleveland owned the NFL, or whatever it was called back then. Change happens. Only took 70 or so years for Detroit. Yeah, right? Yeah, it kind of seems like all teams kind of go through a downtime, but Detroit and Cleveland have probably been the longest ones I can think of. 49ers had a few years of downtime. Most of it was because of they needed a different general manager, number one. And then the general manager got a good coach finally. And I'm a big Shanahan fan. Not saying there was anything wrong with Harbaugh, but I've followed the 49ers since about 1980. Losing this year is forgivable, but for the second time against Kansas, yeah, right, I get it. I get it. Let's not forget about the Steelers. Cowboys won't get a new GM until Jerry dies. Yeah. I like Shanahan too. I see they fired who? Somebody. Only thing I'm not a fan of on the 49ers, and that's where I just need to be faithful, is I miss my Robbie Gould. Let's just say that. I miss good old Robbie Gould. I think for some of you that know football will know what position I'm thinking of. I'm just not a big 49ers kicker fan. Although in the Super Bowl he had some nice 50-yard kicks, but you gotta also be able to make the short kick. The Lions need a kicker also. Odd we have had some great ones. Yeah, Moody did well in the Super Bowl. Yeah, he did, Eric. He did. The extra point was, yeah, the extra point was blocked, yeah. There's a lot of things about that Super Bowl game, though. I've always kind of also been kind of a fullback fan when it comes to football, so the old 49ers got a pretty tough fullback that I wish they would have give the ball to a little bit more often, but we all can wish for everything, you know. It's football. Kind of like everybody wishes Coach Shanahan would have just given Christian McCaffrey the ball one more time to try and get 4 yards for a touchdown. Instead, he went for the kick. It happens. Happens in all football, I guess. Too many mouths to feed in that offense. Yeah, right? There is. I agree there. Oh, this is going to be so much nicer mowing at this width than what we had before. So nice little upgrade here. I thought Shanahan should have ran the ball more. Yeah, that too, Eric. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I do. What about the Daytona 500? I didn't even know. I wondered why when I flipped on this TV this afternoon, why it wasn't still on, and then I sent my godfather and godmother a message tonight and found out it was canceled. It must have been rained out or something. Mr. T-Bone is in the house, everybody. Mr. T-Bone, a member of the Shanty Boys. Welcome in, my friend. And then we also had Charlie X. Welcome in, Charlie X. This is created via multiplayer mode, but it's just by myself. I'm just by myself. Nobody else is joining this series. It's a little bit of a challenge creation via multiplayer. I do have a multiplayer series that anybody that watches my content is available to join. The information for that is in Discord. It's on the map called Deerlands. maybe next weekend we'll live stream an episode of that for whoever can join. Usually Towboat Fish joins. On occasion, GamingJoy gets to. Bruce's Gaming has joined us. But once we finish out Deerlands, which will probably end soon, we are going to move the multiplayer, everybody, to the Rags to Riches on Silver Run Forest. That's where it will be. Where do I find that at, buddy? I may join one day. Mr. T-Bone, it is in the Deerlands multiplayer in Discord, on my Discord server. Deerlands multiplayer. But then we'll be moving to Silver Run Forest. Not very long. I told Towboat that we would move to Silver Run Forest when he gets on his next break from the ship. Holy cow! Look at there, everybody. Our friend Eric D just gifted 5, I think. Was it 5? 5 memberships. So Ken got a membership, Charles got a membership, Scorpion got a membership, Farmer Murphy got a membership, and the Dark One got a membership. Welcome back to the Coffee Club, everybody, and thank you, Eric, for those memberships, my friend. Appreciate it. Eric coming in with the touchdown, everybody. Eric coming in with a dozen donuts for everybody. It's probably what I should say. Eric bringing in the old donuts. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Alright, now we can pick up this grass, put it in the fermenting silo. To help make us some more silage, to make some money. We do have access to that new land too. I just haven't utilized it yet. Our new land. So my thought process, everybody, why I'm thinking of it right now, and before I forget, of course we have this farm build right here, my plateau farm build. But what I think would be really cool, and I'm kind of planning to do it, I hope, is to build the farmyard around this bridge. So have this be the center of the farmyard, kind of, as we own part of this property here. Or most of it, I think. The only problem is I don't think we can build on that area. That's the only thing. So I might have to second guess that, because I think it's outside. Yeah, so the only thing is I don't think we can place anything in there. So we'd have to place everything on the outside of this. I don't know, though, so we might rule that out. But we will have all these trees right here we can cut out. Then we can maybe see what that looks like. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, GamingJoy. We'll see you when you get back, my friend. Yeah, thanks again, Eric D, for gifting those memberships in the Barnhouse chat there with everybody. Appreciate it. You did pick a spot, eh? Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Sorry that I'm kind of not centered in the old face cam, but that's because my laptop is right down there, and yeah, I'm in my living room. So this is our sectional behind us. So that's just where the only place I'm really set up anywhere in this house to do this. So apologies that it's not the best background, I guess, like some people. But at least you get a face cam view for once. I don't do it very often. And then I can't sit still because I kind of have restless leg syndrome pretty bad. So I'm always shaking my leg, bouncing it up and down. Alright, we got this. I also want to get an upgraded forage wagon at some point, but we really need money in order to do these upgrades. And I don't got anything right now to sell, really. Other than cutting some trees. Kind of like a pee hole into the barn house. Get a generator and a battery. Yeah, right. Well, I did get some cop fuel, is what I call it. Cop fuel. Coffee. Got to get to bed, but have a great night, everybody. Alright, Eric. We'll see you later, my friend. My son brought Mrs. Money and I back some Scooter's coffee from when he went out of town with his girlfriend this afternoon. Thanks again, Eric. Alright, so let's see where we can put our mowers at. Where do I want to put my mowers? Well, we're gonna need that. Well, we don't need that teddy right now, I guess. Be back in a minute. Alright, towboat. Let's go ahead and put it down there. We'll put it in there. Gotta go. Catch you later. Alright, Jeff. We'll see you, buddy. We'll put that there. Julia, welcome in, my friend. How are you doing, Julia? Maybe some under desk pedals. That's not a bad idea, Ken. That's not a bad idea. I do need to, how do we want to say it, shrink my half a dozen. So instead of everybody saying their six pack, I say a half a dozen. I do need to shrink my half a dozen a little bit. Alright, now we'll need to pick up that grass. How much is that other windrower? I just love it. And I think I did activate it. We could get it, actually. I love this thing. Fighting a head cold, but otherwise I'm good. How are you and the family? Good, Julia. But I will agree. My daughter is fighting the old sinus infection stuff, and then our youngest came down with some symptoms as well last Thursday. But yeah, otherwise the rest of us are doing pretty good. I think I might buy this here, everybody. Maybe. I could also go for, is that the same width? That's 8.5. This is 6.5. Excuse me. I've thought about buying this one here. I don't ever use any of the DLC stuff, but I don't got enough money for this one. This is 7 meters. Yeah, I really think I'm gonna get that one eventually. Where's my, oh, it's up by those sheds. I think we'll go get it. I'll use this one here for a while. Let's go get that front windrower. Then we can multitask, really, since we got this new tractor. I use this one here long enough. Besides that, it's kind of the go-to when you're doing this, you know, lower horsepower, but not only that, watching the money so you have some money for later. This one here you can't go wrong with because it was cheap, but it's time to upgrade it. We'll have some silage money coming in soon to where we'll make up for it anyway, so but this way we can windrow and pick up our grass at the same time. Alright, now let's see what we're going to get. Probably not very much for it. Repair for $2. Repaint for $189 and sell for $1,139. Okay. We'll sell it. Let's go get our front windrower then. Let's check used sales real quick though. I don't think nothing new. Just ain't getting anything good in used sales at all. Anything that I want. Let's buy this. There is something I do want. I eventually want to get a truck. I'd really like to test these trucks, but I haven't had the time to do it to see which one is going to be the best performer. I like each one of these. They're all good, really. If we were to go back to FS19, my favorite truck really was this one right here. This was my favorite truck in FS19. This is the D754. The D754 truck pack has a lot of attachments with it. Whoops, I didn't mean to hit that button. Let's go back there. So if we hit combinations, that D754, you can get all these attachments in. That is all a part of the D754 truck pack. And it's an even 200 horsepower truck. But my curiosity is wondering if, now I need to shut this truck off. I didn't realize I had this truck turned on. This is one of my favorite spreaders in FS22, but it's outside our horsepower limit here. We need to shut this one off. No reason to have it on. It's 500 horsepower. But my curiosity is more or less, see, this truck is 130 horsepower, and it has attachments of these three here. So you got a grain tank that'll hold 12,000 liters, and you got a liquid tank that holds 6,000 liters. But I'm really curious as if that 130 horsepower truck, if it'll be as powerful as this 179 truck here. Yeah, I don't know, you know. And then you got the semi-tractor part of it, 179 horsepower. But I really don't know if this truck is that powerful. And then this little thing, it'll go up to 136 horsepower, but it's got one of the better capacities, I think. So this thing actually holds 15,000 liters compared to the other ones. This one holds the most liters of crop. I agree. I love that pack. Did not know it was available in 22. It is. Those tanks are picky, and the truck is a dog uphill. Yeah, the Fiat is strong as heck uphill, but pricey. Yeah, it is pricey, but it's not as pricey as this D754 at 90,000. Those boxes are for root crops. Those boxes. Let's see. These here. So it's got a closed body attachment, if this is what you're talking about. I don't know. I wouldn't really use this. This here, you know, be like a bale trailer kind of, or what they call a platform body. But this grain hopper holds 15,000 liters for that little yellow truck. And the D754 grain grain attachment, which is this one, it's only got a max capacity of, well, I guess you could do the 15,000 there. But yeah, so you got 15,000 here too, I guess. And then this guy, what's it go to? Oh, this one does 15,000 too. I didn't think it went that high. Okay, and then this truck's attachments. Bale trailer and 12,800. Okay. Then you got this little doohickey. Then you got this little guy. Does hold 14,500 of forage crops, so 7,000 of your other crops. And it's got a hitch on the back. You know, it's a cheap little truck. Anyway, okay, I'm getting off track. Sorry, everybody. But I do like showing some secrets that I know. 5 Gen, welcome, my friend. The W50 also can pull. Is that what that one was called? The W50? Yeah, the W50. Yeah, the W50 has a little one too here. And then it's got attachments actually. Do I have those installed? Let me see if I got that semi-trailer. That little tiny truck has a particular semi-trailer. It's right here. And it holds 15,000 liters. That little thing right there. I think that's only one there. Oh, and then that other Fiat truck, this is the trailer for it, and it has 45,000 liters. This one here is for that other Fiat. The Lizard AW700 36 horsepower was the quietest up the hill. The Fiat a very close second. AW700 is only 14.7K. Yeah, right. And then the prices are cheap on some of them too. The AW700 GamingJoy, that's this one. This is the AW700. Upgrades to 136 horsepower. And right there you can buy it for 14,700. I gotta read that again. The Lizard AW700, 136 horsepower, was the quickest up the hill. Really? The Fiat, a very close second. Wow, okay. I'm kind of surprised. Interesting. That's good information there, Ken, especially for where I'm at, because I'm kind of up the middle of the big hill. Or below the middle of the big hill. Andrew, welcome, my friend. Julia says, Towboat, how's things rolling? How's things floating, Towboat? Ken, it is. It's an even 200, Ken. The D754 is an even 200 horsepower truck. Even 200, so it can be used. It qualifies. Besides that, it's got some pretty neat little things about it. You can put a front lifter 3-point on it. You can get a rear PTO right there. You can change it to a semi-tractor, so you got the fifth wheel hitch right there on the back. I gotta find that one. I think I checked every truck in the mod hub for all platforms, and I think those that I have there were the only ones that qualified. I think there was one more truck that may have qualified, but I don't like it because it's hook lift and it's got a slow hook lift. So I don't use it no more. That one is my plan for sure. Yeah, I don't know which one of them I'll end up with because I like them all, really. Most of all those were in 22 and they were my favorite trucks. Let's get this thing. I gotta stop buying more land if I want to get that truck though. At 90K for the base truck without a bed, yeah, right? It is. So, Ken, I got another question. Ken, about your findings. Let's go back in here 1 second. So, Ken, if you're still there, what were your findings with some of the stuff in the car categories? Like these trucks here. Oh, this truck. This thing, now, I guess it's got 300 horsepower. I didn't even notice that till now. So I need to shut that one off too. But was the pickups? What pickup is the strongest pickup? You got the pickup Rodeo, which is 200 horsepower even. But you got the old Fleet side that is 160 horsepower. Thank you, Rusty, for promoting my contacts. You're welcome, Brennan, and I hope they really do help your eyes, my friend. I'm glad you're going to be able to get them, so I appreciate supporting that, my friend. I also have always kind of had interest in knowing which, not that I'm really going to need to figure that out now, but which one of these was the most powerful. Like you got this little three-wheeler that's 51 horsepower, but then you got this quad bear that's 83 horsepower. So you can't really compare the two because one's way more horsepower than the other, but there's several four-wheelers, ATVs in the mod hub that, excuse me, be interesting to know which one's got a little bit more power to it. I used the 1935 Ford Dually, but not test it yet. Okay, we're full there. Let's go ahead and... The other reason I want to upgrade our forage wagon, everybody, is then we could get a forage wagon with a silage additive tank. Just to give us a little bit more to them. I was doing it for uphill pulling, but yeah, now that the test track is set, I could go on to everything. Yeah, it's just sometimes interesting. Now once we get that straw turned into silage, we can activate the grass we'll have here. So I'll have silage available for sale for a little while. That'll be nice. And welcome everybody to the Barnhouse chat, and thanks for being a part of tonight's live stream here. As I did record some last night, and I didn't like how I got it recorded, so that's why I just decided to go live tonight. And I wasn't in the mood to record, so I was more in the mood to have a live chat. I need to get a episode of the Campaign of France out, but whoa. There we go. I had to reset it there. The other reason I wanted this front windrower then is because when you windrow, then it doesn't move your grass to the outside really of the property that you have access to. It keeps it all within. But we do need to save up to, I think it's like $55,000 so we can get that coffee sell point put down. So we can see how much money I'm going to make off that coffee too. Because I've never used that mod, so I'm kind of excited to get some of it sold. But we need the sell point first. You know, this is a good 143 horsepower tractor, but the only thing I'm not a fan of is it just takes a little bit for it to get shifted. I like the ones that shift fast. I was kind of hoping we'd be able to harvest that sorghum in this live stream, but I don't know if we'll get to. And I'm probably not gonna, probably won't take all my trees to the firewood production. I was thinking about doing every other load, is what I was thinking about doing. So sell one load and then take the other load to the firewood production. I also want to plant some trees because I know where I want to plant them, but we need to develop that land a little bit more. I got 4 more pallets of donuts to make. Then the baker's dozen challenge will be completed. Cool, Charles. I need to catch up, my friend. I'm only like on episode, it's either 8 or 9 now of your series. I just left you a comment, I think. It was last night or someday yesterday on one of your episodes. Sometime yesterday, anyway. I don't remember when. I got yours to catch up on. I got Mrs. Sim Gamer to catch up on. And then this new content creator. I haven't seen his either. Fiat dumps in 20 seconds. The AW 700. I knew that dumped kind of slow. I think the dump rate on the D754 is pretty good too, though. Oh, we're just about full again here. Not going to take much to fill that. Bruce's Gaming is in the barn house, everybody. Welcome in, my friend. How are you doing? We got a new tractor, Bruce. Another new one. I sold the 100 horsepower dudes because I discovered this one had a front loader now. Zorch, I didn't know if you were still here. Did you hear my comment earlier? Hoping that you were okay. After leaving the store and getting hit by that car. What's Bruce up to tonight? I did not, stepped away for a bit, finishing one of my videos. Oh, no problem, Zorch. No problem, I understand. That dang car every time. Oh, I know. I think about it every time I leave the store. How lucky am I gonna be today? Just finished watching TV. Going to work more on this challenge. Cool, Bruce. Cool. Good stuff, my friend. Yellow Devil car. GamingJoy getting hit too, it looks like. It sounds like. Been trying to edit a truck, but it's not going well. Oh, you've been trying to edit a truck, huh? What, trying to get it down to 200 horsepower or what, capacity-wise? Bruce, yo, says Julia. Wow, we're getting a lot of grass off this. No, trying to get it to hold more. Oh, to hold more, okay. I bet Josh will be able to tell you how to do that. Max, it holds 3,600. If you need help, let me know. 3,600. Is that little truck I was looking at then? No, because that one holds more. Wonder what truck that is Bruce is talking about. Probably one of your PC mods, huh? I love that old truck you just showed. It has a slow start. And shift though. Yeah, it's good. It is good, Zorch. I agree. I used it. I used it. Trying to think what map I used it on now in 22. Oh, I used it on Black River in my saving or surviving Black River survival as I cut down the forest that was by the biogas plant and built a farm. It was a fun map to play. Is there a Discord I could join to chat? Oh, you can join mine, Jack. Explanation point Discord there, Bruce, or GamingJoy, or Dust Bunny. Bruce has got a Discord too. I'm sure he'd invite you in. Let's. Lots of people here got one. There. I just like unhooking. I don't know why. I don't really need to. Could leave it hooked up, but I got one too if you want modding help. There's a whole bunch of other challenges in my Discord too. For anybody new watching, you can check out my Discord server and see a whole bunch of other challenges on other maps that you can maybe try if you're interested, or when you get done with this one, there might be one that interests you. Several of those challenges were developed by other people on YouTube as well. There's the author intended challenge by our friend GamingJoy that's available. Okay, the D754 uphill empty took 30.86 and uphill full 43.86. Takes 21.83 to empty. Alright, Julia. Oh, I forgot to turn that on again. I'm watching them all, so I know what you mean. But in that regard, I wouldn't mean that it's overwhelming. To me, it's just it's a lot to watch. But I love watching it because it's still cool to see how everybody's doing something different. Quite shocking to see, actually, with that many people involved in this. Big Farmstead, welcome, my friend. Welcome into the Barnhouse chat where the coffee's hot, the donuts are delicious, as we take on this 200 horsepower challenge here on Calm Lands. How are you doing, Big Farmstead? Uphill empty, it's in third. Spot uphill full, it's in first. Uphill empty, it's in third spot. Uphill full, it's in first. Empty speed is third best. Price is high. Load size about average. Alright, Tobo. Not including at least 4 to 5 folks who are doing the challenge without making content. That's right, GamingJoy. Towboat Fish is doing it. Dust Bunny's doing it. Ken is doing it. There's some that I know of right there that don't make content. Excuse me. Let's see. Okay, let's detach that again. Gosh, we're going to have a lot of grass off of here. This is nothing like that first cut that I took at the first opportunity when it wasn't fully grown. And we don't even got, well, just got half the field done. There's 2 or 3 who are doing it in Krustoo server and multiplayer, sharing their gameplay in Discord. Oops, fell asleep. Scorpion. No wonder there was no Scorp-mercials in the chat. I gotta see how much is in here after we dump this load here. I have a nice triple cut I'm getting ready to collect. Ooh, triple cut. You kept it there, huh? Left it there, I mean. Let's see what's in there. Our straw is fermenting right now that we got off the oat harvest, which was 141,000 liters, if I remember right. Okay, grass, we already got 77,999. 3,262 liters already fermented. We got a lot there available right now, actually. Plus a new plot. Yeah, I guess, I got a little bit of new grass too, actually, that now I think about it. We got all this grass here we can mow now because we own part of that property. And then we got all this up around the trees here. So, yeah, I got more grass too that I just kind of forgot about. Whenever we actually get to it, though. Farmer Trio, what are you doing there, buddy? Welcome. Sunday Night Yawns coming in. Farmer Trio. We'll probably finish this grass harvest, though, at least, I hope. Let's see what else we can do, though. I'm not ready to quit yet. I just mowed and collected over 1 million liters of grass for silage. Holy cats. Josh is going to have all kinds of money coming in again. I was going to play some tonight, but I would end paying till 2 in the morning. I'll try tomorrow. I might have to switch to normal. Yeah, GamingJoy. I thought about switching to easy, and then I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. I got that new plot of land, and I'll have all those trees available now, too. I'm just going to stay in normal economy. We'll be making money here in no time, so it's not going to really be a problem. But I really haven't bought any real expensive equipment, though. Really. If we think about it. I feel like I'm expanding too fast somehow. Well, I wouldn't be expanded yet, except for my little bit of issue I had with that extra land I didn't want to buy yet. And then use those collectibles to just go ahead and buy it, so I didn't have to really worry about it anymore. Because you can use the collectibles if you want to use them. I've just kind of mainly just been using the ones if I come across them. I think I've used 6. Oh yeah, I can't look at that. We're in multiplayer mode. I think I've used 6 of them. Something like that, I think. I'm off for the night. Take care, everyone. Alright, Zorch, we'll see you later, my friend. There's lots of things I'd like to do, though. Still want to improve the farmyard with a couple more sheds, but I need that money too. Don't have it right now. I mean, we got $10,000, but I don't want to spend it. Can I spam the donuts? Hey, Commander-in-Chief, welcome, my friend. My Commander-in-Chief is in the house, everybody. Welcome, RustyMoney Gaming, a huge supporter of my channel and my inspiration. Welcome, my friend. Okay, now let's get that there. Hello, Mr. Money. Been lurking for a bit. That new Dutz is a great tractor. Here's some fuel for it. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. This challenge is for you, Argsy. Yeah, right. Oh, I caught one of his live streams the other day. Part of it, I was in there. He commented that he needed to take on one of these challenges at some point, so I think maybe a goal for him would be is in the next FS version of the game to take on one of our challenges. Because I know he's got a lot going on right now the way it is too. But it would be neat to see, because there's a lot of people getting interest in this thing. Yeah, for sure. Seems to be a lot of interest in this challenge. And I think it's just because it's so simple. I don't mean that, you know, it's in like simple's probably not the right word, I guess, but it's not got a lot of restrictions, really. I mean, yeah, it's got restrictions, but because you can't use anything over 200 horsepower, and you can't use anything unrealistic, but it's simple because you really don't have an end goal. It's however long you want to take it, pretty much. So there's really no no stage 1 finish, no stage 2 or stage 3, which is all of what we refer to on our challenges as the ones that I helped create. We call the goals stages usually. And this one doesn't really have a stage 1, 2, or 3. Yeah, there's no loans, no lease, no finish line, really. It's however you want to do it. Now, the only thing I'll say is, like, you know, Krustoo's big thing was he wanted to take it to 25 to 30 episodes, if I remember from his community tab post. And so that's kind of one thing for me. I'm going to take it to 25 episodes, see where we're at. But once we get to a certain point, I haven't even shared this with Towboat, because Towboat shared something with me about how he was going to do it off camera. Yeah, it might even go further than that, because I got a couple of ideas in my mind. I just haven't figured out what yet. I think you should all go to 10 million cash value. That's a lot of money. At 200 horsepower. On easy economy, yeah, that might not be too hard, but you know, it might not be that difficult because, like GamingJoy said earlier, which is a very good point, and actually, I was watching, I don't remember which episode, I think it was his latest episode. In his latest episode, he made a comment to the fact of, I think it was that he always finds himself making ginormous fields on series like this. So like starting out, you know, like on a sandbox style gameplay, making oversized fields. And I guess I kind of do in a way, but I also, when I do the sandbox style series or challenges, I think of it as in using the land to my advantage. So here you can see, yeah, I got a good area to make one big ginormous field or two big fields. Instead, I'm going to use the land to my advantage and give me the opportunity to have multiple crops. So I've actually got 4 fields instead of one big one or 2 little ones. But that's the way I do it, though. I try to give it more of a variety of income. 100%. I make it with the land shapes regardless of the size, but that ends up being humongous. Yeah, so I mean, if you think in the aspect of the 10 million, you know, you kind of got to consider your land. You know, I think if you're going to do it, and you're going to do it with this 200 horsepower or less and go all the way to 10 million, I sure wouldn't want to be doing it on half of the map. I think I'd want to go with, you know, no more than maybe like 4 plots of land and just stacking up your crops and that, putting down trees to cut later to have some good subsidy income. You know, yeah, I think that'd be a lot especially for console players, because we don't get that opportunity to, you know, do the whole course play thing, plan out a course, have the worker do a great job for us. Yeah. Well, that's just my opinion, I guess. I can't go into a stream without a river joke at the moment. Without a river joke, 5 Gen Farms. What did I miss from 5 Gen Farms? 25 million, 50 million, heck, 100 million. Argsy just needs to stay out of the lake and he's got this. It'll be fun at 200. For reference, on Midwest Horizon on multiplayer server, it took almost 8 months work for my server to get 100 million. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a lot of time. Check out my latest short I posted, Rusty. It will make some sense. Alright, Argsy, I must have missed that one. 8 months in real life. Or 8 months in game in real life. Wow. Yeah, that's a lot of time. It's a lot of time, but you know, you also got to think of it in this aspect too, everybody. You know, just put the relation into this aspect. as well. I mean, we aren't even through our first year, I don't think. We're only in March. And this little starting tractor right here has already got 32.1 hours on it, and I still have the tractor. I haven't sold it. 32.1 hours. You know, and this is only, what, episode 8? And I have played some off-camera time. Hasn't been all, you know, live streamed or recorded. You know, some of it's been off camera to do the recordings, but just think of it that way. You know, 32.1 hours on just one machine. Heck, we already almost got 2 hours on this new tractor. About imagine how many hours that poor little tractor would have if we went 10 million. That's if I used it, you know. We're going to need more than a couple dozen crop batteries to get to 10 million. No, once we get to episode 25, episode 30, I don't know which. I'm going to decide once we get closer to that. I have a couple of little ideas that I'm going to maybe add to this. Keep it going. We'll see though. We're not even close to that yet, so we won't worry too much about it right now. Alright, let's pick up this little piece here, and then we'll go see what we got in there for grass now. And we can fertilize this field then. Whoops. This is only the second harvest off this grass field. Alright, let's take a look. See what we got. Oh, and anybody new watching, you may need to rewind a little while and you will see Farm Dog Murphy on the face cam for the first time. Okay, so we ended up with 136,425 liters of grass off that field. That's without mowing any of the excess grass around the boundaries of the fields and all that like I did during the first harvest. So it was well worth the wait, waiting for the tallest height of the grass on this second cutting. On the first cutting, I went with the first available time to harvest the grass, so didn't get as much. But we got quite a bit there. Alright, let's put this forage wagon back up in here where I've been keeping it. Oh, not that. The forage wagon. 1.3 milliliters. Just finished. Wow. Hug your dog, pet your wife, or something like that. My wife is upstairs in bed, probably deep asleep now. Going to try to get the video out tomorrow. Alright, GamingJoy. Alright, let's fertilize our field. We'll just use this little tractor here since we're in it. See what this one's got in it for fertilizer. That should work. We should be able to fertilize it with this amount. We'll need to upgrade to a different fertilizer spreader at some point. Could use a little bit bigger one. Now I need to think about getting other crops in our fields too. That potato field needs plowed. We could plow that with our little John Deere plower now. I want to upgrade that plow at some point. There's another one I want to try. It's a little bit smaller of a plow, but it is bigger than the current one I'm using. Enjoy the rest of the stream, Rusty. I gotta go get dinner sorted. See you all. Alright, Argsy. See you later, my friend. Thanks for stopping by, like always. Appreciate the support, buddy. My pleasure. Y'all take care as well. You too. I hope you're feeling better, my friend. There we go. We just about got her all fertilized again. I keep forgetting to reset my clock too. There for a while I had it set at real time, everybody, and then when I was doing that potato harvest off camera after the live stream yesterday, I went to halftime. Because I wanted to get it done before it got dark. But I keep forgetting to move it up to real time at least. I usually play everything in real time, so apologize if y'all have noticed it's in halftime, so sorry about that, but I just don't ever usually pay attention to it. I usually forget about it. But I usually always play real time. I don't usually play 2 times, 3 times, 5 times. I don't ever usually do any of that. It's usually real time everything. And I usually, outside of this challenge, usually play 2 days with seasons and precision farming if the map has had the update for precision farming. Otherwise, I usually always do 2 days with seasons. Alright, that's fertilized. I've been playing in 2 times until I start getting more things to do around the farm. Yeah, I need to try it sometime, Towboat. I just always have had the habit of being in real time. A little bit bigger tractor, so don't squeeze in there like I do with my little dudes. Oregon Trees, welcome, my friend. How are you doing, buddy? Thanks for stopping by. Let's plow in this little potato field here. Let's do that for a little bit. Let's get this cultivator out of the way. Okay, I'm headed to sleep. Everyone have a great night. I should do that soon too, Julia. Holy cow, it's already 11 o'clock. Is it, or 10:39? No, 11. Oh, wow. Maybe I should consider that myself. 5 a.m. comes fast. You know what? Let's cultivate instead. We're going to cultivate that oat field. I like cultivate a lot better than I do plowing. I'm without precision farming. Weeds with plowing and rocks. Yeah, on this I'm on this here. What did I choose on this here? So I'm doing normal economy, traffic's on, seasonal is off like it was recommended, 1 day per month. I turned snow off, crop destruction off, plowing's on, stone's on, lime on, weeds off. That's how I'm playing this here. If I did this challenge in real time, I'd be done with chores in an hour. Yeah, I really don't need to cultivate this field either because we got direct drill, but I just love the cultivation process, so. You know what I should do is I should put my other tractor on plowing that field. That's what we should do. Why aren't we multitasking with a worker? Now we had oats on there. We could have, you know, mulched the field maybe if we wanted to, but I didn't do that either. I want to put corn in this field. That's what I want to do next, is put corn in this field. So we're going to need a planter. Going to need to buy a planter once we get the money. We live in the big red state, so we better plant some corn. Now I gotta figure out what planter I want to use, you know? What planter should I use? The little John Deere planter? Or go smaller and cheaper? I was gonna check that out too and see what planters in the mod hub were available for this. Hand planter. Has anybody ever seen any content creator use that little foot planter thing? Where you can walk across a field and plant it 1 meter wide or something like that, half a meter, whatever it is. I haven't seen anybody use it, but not the ones I watch anyway. I haven't seen anybody use it. I gotta run. Have a great rest of your stream. Alright, GamingJoy. Yeah, we probably should get going too and get some sleep. Daggerwind pulled it way back. Oh yeah, that's right, didn't he? He did that on that one of those maps that I like. That's by that Rayjot G-Play. Like it was, he did it on Osada or the other one. What's the name of the other one? Colonia. It was on Colonia, I think. It's the same modder that made both maps. What do we got in here really quick? Nothing new yet. Nothing new there yet. Alright, we could put the worker on doing this. For a minute here. We'll let him go. Should have enough of a headland. Alright, let's grab this tractor. We could take the cab off now. It's March, but we'll keep her on. Well, we can get the plow out. Should rotate the tractors here. But this little Doots does really good for this little plow. Here comes our stones up now again. I'm gonna need to get that stone picker now too if I'm gonna do the stones, but I don't have my stone production that I want yet. I haven't bought it, so that's why I haven't picked up the stones yet, mainly. Get out of his way there. Alright, well, I think that we should maybe conclude it here, everybody, as I might do some of this off camera, or, yeah, prepare the fields here in the next recording. But we should probably go get some sleep and maybe wind down the night watching another episode by one of you wonderful people doing this challenge. So if you've enjoyed this live stream, make sure you drop me a tasty treat on that like button, which is better known by myself as a crop battery and by you all people as delicious donut. Don't forget to leave us a comment in the comment section, and please share a box of donuts with all our friends and family by sharing the videos and live streams from the channel. But from myself, Rusty Money, we will see you all on the flip side, everybody. Have a good one. Thanks, Bruce. Thanks, GamingJoy. Thanks, Tobo. Thanks, Argsy. Thanks, Ken. Thanks, CS Benji. Thanks, Dirt and Veins. Thanks, Dust Bunny. Thanks, Farmin' Sins. Just bought 19 up to 5 spots now. Holy cow, Ken, you're moving along. Thanks, Ronnie. Thanks, Eric D. Thanks, Eric D, for the donated memberships again. And thanks, Ronnie, for the tip. Thanks, Brennan Gaming and T-Bone and Silver Eagle. Thanks, Andrew. Thanks, Grant, Mr. Stay Drunk. Thanks, Krustoo, Northern Farm Sim, Zorch Farming. Thanks, Julia. Thank you all. We will see you all later, everybody. Have a good one.